inside as we go back to green.
How about Cody Ware up there in the 51 car on the bottom second row?
Well, we saw last time we didn't make it off of turn 2 when these guys started pushing and shoving right here, and you're gonna see that all over again.
What you see is a kind of a mix-up of the manufacturers. There's nobody with, necessarily the right help that they're looking for behind them. It's going to have to make do with what you got.
Yeah, it's a Toyota and a Ford on the outside with Hamlin and Preece, and a Toyota Ford on the inside with Wallace and Ware. I saw on Reddit this morning somebody had done a Talladega bingo card, and Cody Ware's name was in position 05. It was pretty funny, actually. I'm not sure how many of those squares are covered here in stage number 1. Hamlin on point as they come to 3 to go.
Good help behind them. You see Bubba Wallace on the inside. He owns that car. Be interesting to see what he does if they catch him down the backstretch. Which line does he stay with, Kev?
Well, and a lot of times what will happen on these restarts, it'll take them a lap or two to kind of get everything pushed back together with all that energy. And as we get towards the last lap of this stage, you'll really start to see guys pop out of line, like we saw Chase Elliott right there. Didn't get any help right there on the back straightaway. Looked like Ty Gibbs was behind him and left him in the outside row.
Bubba's catching that front row. Here he comes on the inside. What's Denny Hamlin do? That's going to be the choice here.
Haley's number 7 and Gibbs 54 in position to get that final stage point. 10 points to the winner and a playoff point.
He's got good help behind him. I'm staying right where I'm at.
2 to go.
Well, and those guys right behind him want Denny Hamlin, and they also right where he is, and they want to have the possible option of going down. Now you see Bubba Wallace be able to make that gap up, and it kind of blocks that momentum or that option for Ryan Preece to take the momentum to cut down to that bottom lane and make that pass.
Here you see Hamlin move right down in front of Bubba Wallace, slowed that momentum down. How about Stenhouse on the outside? A lot of energy.
Hamlin, Preece, Herbst in the middle. Wallace, Ware, Reddick on the bottom. Stenhouse pokes out front on the top.
All the Chevrolets. Look at that. 4 Chevrolets on that outside. Push Stenhouse right to the lead. Here comes 3 Hendrick Chevrolet teammates stacked up on the outside. Here Larson comes.
Larson, Byron, Elliott on the high side. 1 to go to the end of stage 1.
Bubba's out quite a bit. Here's a big block. He missed it. Whoa, Kevin, that was close.
Yeah, we saw the 45 car there of Tyler Reddick getting to the back of the 51 and almost had the same wreck that we had off of turn 2 with Christopher Bell.
That was as close to the big ones as it gets.
Bubba Wallace got too far out in front of Cody Ware and lost the energy.
Well, he missed that block on the outside was the biggest one.
Yeah, you see that bottom lane making up a lot of ground right there. Bubba Wallace getting a push from Cody Ware.
Kyle Larson up top, who has never won at Talladega, trying to get the stage win here.
Well, you know he's tired of hearing that stat and wants to end that today.
He missed it again. You got to be careful of them blocks. It was too late again. That's 2 in a row.
Larson, Stenhouse from the middle. Larson coming down, trying to hold them all off and make that car 3 lanes wide. Kyle Larson, William Byron, 1-2 at the end of stage 1.